people are easily influenced by flim-flam in advertising.
What we need to do is get rid of the lawyers back in this country and put the farmers back
Here,
in
here.
charge.
I agree. Get the farmers back in.
Put the people back in, because get into the Articles of Confederation. Get into the Federalist Papers. It sit here and talked in the Federalist Papers that it is supposed to be a multitude of people. You got farmers, you got fishermen, you got factory workers, you've got, you got some lawyers in here, you got doctors in here. These are what's supposed to be in our public offices, not one group of people.
Yeah, lawyers are way overrepresented in the legislature. I think they dominate 47 out of 50 state legislatures. That's ridiculous. And in some legislatures, I think there's 70% are lawyers.
And when you were sitting here talking that we had a 4-page document and went to 300 because they put pork fat in it, it goes right back into Jefferson's manual. It is one subject, one title, one issue to be a bill. They can't put pork fat in it.
Right. Well, we're coming to the end of our show. I want to thank you all for watching. We've been speaking here with Mr. Rod Class, who's in a way holding class on the Constitution and how to restore the Constitution. Mr. Class, I want to give you 30 seconds to make a final closing statement of what you want people to remember.
Well, I want to thank Mr. Wagener for bringing me on, for what we're doing. We're here trying to educate the people. Ron Paul is one of the better candidates out there, and we can write him in. Obama and McCain, I'm surprised that McCain did not have Jane Fonda as a running mate for vice president. Seeing as how she sat in North Vietnam with pom-pom guns, shoot down American airplanes.
Good thought. With that, I want to thank you people for being with us. Go look up TalkShoe.com and see what they're talking about on that radio internet network. I'm William Wagener. We're here with Uncle Sam, Bill DeBoer, and Rod Class on a Friday night. And I hope we've given you something to think about or given you some second thoughts. With that, I want to let you hear about from the prosecutor who refuses to prosecute perjury in family court. See you next week.
Violence against women is wrong in all its forms, and it's an issue for everybody to be involved in. We have a leader here in San Diego, Casey Gwynn, our former city attorney who now works with the district attorney and also with the President's Family Justice Center initiative here in San Diego. Literally changed the landscape in terms of prosecuting domestic violence crimes in San Diego. A hometown hero, recipient of the Hometown Hero Award here from the Men's Leadership Forum, a visionary, as I mentioned before, somebody who is going to take this issue of men's violence against women. Violence against women is wrong. Violence.
And it was in only a matter of weeks before a dear friend of mine in our church said, "What do you do for a living?"
I said, I run a child abuse domestic
Violence unit. He said, "Well, then why would you even lay a finger on your daughter? It's not done in love." I said, "I'm a parent, I'm a discipliner."
I think there was just an increase in cases. I don't think the cases were prosecuted. When I started in '85, there were very few cases prosecuted. Very few.
You recognize the story had changed when it was on the stand?
I think that's a pretty small number. The more common scenario, of course, is people who report victimization and then actually recant the story later on. But sorting out whether the original story was accurate or the later story is accurate is quite complicated.
Were other witnesses that it was clear the so-called victim was committing perjury on the stand?
I think that probably happened in a case. I couldn't have done that even if I'd wanted to.
Even if, did you ever want to?
No, no.
Did you ever put it up to those that prosecuted?
If we prosecuted everybody for perjury that gets on a witness stand and changes their story, everybody'd go to jail.
Is that bad?
Absolutely. I would say that it's in the thousands of people who take the witness stand and somewhat modify the truth. That's why I depend on forensic evidence most often in my cases to decide what I think the truth is. Photographs, child witnesses, neighbor witnesses, blood evidence, other evidence.
To rely on hard facts to determine
Yes.
whether you're...
Did you catch that about the perjury? He doesn't prosecute any of them.
Did you ever want to?
No, no.
Did you ever put it up to those
If we
that prosecuted?
prosecuted everybody for perjury that gets on a witness stand and changes their story, everybody would go to jail. I would say that it's in the thousands of people who take the witness stand and somewhat modify the truth. The men.
So what he's saying essentially is, I give everybody in family court a free pass to lie their face off. Do you think that encourages lying because you get the children and then you make the other parent pay child support? Let me ask you a simple question. Do you think these federal grants distort justice?
Absolutely.
In the family court?
Oh, absolutely.